Does your bike use regular tubes? Do you want to convert it to tubeless? Well, it's possible. Even if you have the spokes that come out onto the rim, not like this. This is actually pretty good for setting it up for tubeless, but we're going to use a very quick, cheap, effective way of making this tubeless with just a piece of tape. Gorilla tape works really well. We're going to put a little bit here, seal it, and we're going to try and fill it with air. Let's see what we can do. This is the tape I'll be using. It's Gorilla tape, and it's kind of thick, but we're going to cut it in half, and that should be good enough. You can get this at Home Depot. The rim on the bike, because I don't have a work stand, so we're going to cut a 1-inch piece of tape, and we're just going to lay it here. It's really that simple. This is way too thick, of course, so you're going to cut it right in half. We're just going to start it out up here somewhere, push it down really well. That's perfect. And now with the tape, I'm just going to hold it, stretch it, and bring it down. You don't want to create any air bubbles, and you want to keep this really tight. Notice I'm putting my hand back in the last spot. I'm also not trying to get any of my hands on the tape, but I am stretching it, and it's working really well here. Okay, right here, and that's 1 revolution over the tape. So I'm going to keep the tape here. I'm just going to go around like this with my hand. It's really tight, so it's very secure. I'm just going to double it. 1 more, really tight. I think we're good. So I'm going to cut it right about here. Right here, and put it in here. Now I'm just going to take my hand and I'm going to push this down as much as possible here. Yeah, this Gorilla tape is really strong. But remember, you could always get dedicated tape. They do make it. Valve stem, which is where my finger is, right here. And I'm going to take scissors and I'm just going to do an X, like a Phillips screw. So just, there we go, 1 and 2. And now I'm going to fit my valve stem. That's really a tube. Now you're going to fit the nut on the stem. That's going to sandwich it there. Make sure you get it nice and tight, because this is not really the a tubeless rim, so you want this to be really tight. Next step is just to put the tube with the sealant in there and see if it holds there. Let's hope it does. Alright guys, I have finished doing the tubeless conversion, and as you can see, it's held overnight. That's usually what I do when I test out the bikes. The next thing is just test it on a trail ride and see if it's going to hold air. I'm just going to fill it up a little bit more. This is the cheap, easy way of making a mountain bike, any mountain bike, tubeless with just a little tape. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one.